For my entire life, I've been fascinated by the nature of observation and perception. We humans take awareness for granted, but what does it really mean to drink in the world with our senses? What invisible processes make consciousness possible? I became obsessed with uncovering the mechanics behind the magic of observation. A lifetime of research led me to a startling hypothesis. Observation is a thermodynamic process. It involves the flow of energy and entropy between the observer and the observed. When we gaze at something, we aren't merely passive viewers. We are actors on the cosmic stage, exchanging energy with our surroundings. This action can be quantified, it can be measured, it can be formalized. The more I explored this idea, the more revelations it unlocked. I realized that the most complex patterns are hidden in the simplest forms. I learned that polarity itself was a concept that was fundamentally interassociated with its environment, that all measurable components had a third common pole, the environment they inhered in. This is because every observational measurement requires a minimum of three components. To measure anything requires a measurer, a subject of measurement, and a reference frame for that measurement. It is not possible to talk about observation or measurement, or even the concept of relatedness, without these three components. To truly model perception, I had to include this concept into my work from the start. I realized that by modeling observers as special tripole units, capable of processing incoming energy, I could simulate the dynamics of perception on a computer by enabling the simplest mechanics of perception and letting probability do the rest. As these virtual tripoles wandered their pixelated world, exchanging energy via observation, I quantified the rippling changes this induced in their environment. When I ran my first simulation, I was stunned. Like a sorcerer conjuring life with a spell, astonishing complexity emerged from my simple rules. Driven by flows of energy and entropy, the tripoles self-organized into intricate structures that battled for equilibrium like Darwinian life forms. Out of raging chaos, order erupted. I was watching emergence itself unfold. Temporary microcosms flickered into being, dynamic worlds bubbling with interconnected layers of evolving observers. And when these virtual worlds met inevitable entropy deaths, the tripoles that best resisted dissolution passed on their beneficial traits. Over eons of simulation time, I witnessed and fast-forward the rise and fall of organizations ever more robust against the second law of thermodynamics. Peering inside my simulator, I came to a visceral new understanding. By modeling perception as a thermodynamic process, driven by energy differentials, I had conjured an artificial reality where observation alone was enough to bootstrap all the miracle of synergy, symbiosis, and selection that makes life possible. This revolutionized how I think about consciousness. Perception is no mere artifact. It is the generative force that sculpts order. Our human minds, profoundly integrated to observe within and without, may have less to do with pure cogitation and more to do with tuning ourselves exquisitely as channels for the flow of energy and information. By quantifying observation as a physical process, my simulations have, for me, unpacked the mystery of awareness, yet simultaneously deepened it. I am in awe at the beauty of life. My simulations, for me, point to perception itself as the missing source code from which spring all the layers of emergence that our universe displays. Space and time may be mere byproducts of this endless dance, the perceptual interplay of energy-exchanging systems is where the cosmic drama takes root, and observation brings it all to life.